everybody, I'm Adam Minarsik, and this is the Brew Review. Welcome back. It's been a couple days since I've sat down and done a video. I gotta get back to these more often because my cousin, Justin, who I'm sure is watching this video, but he's lurking around the site and not commenting below like I always ask people to, told me he needed his fix of the Brew Review. So here it is. Today we've got a little bit more of a treat than we do a beer. We've got Young's Double Chocolate Stout, which is going to be an incredible mixture of, I'm sure, thick body and chocolate flavors. Actually, the back of it reads that Young's Double Chocolate Stout has an intriguing twist. Chocolate malt with real dark chocolate are combined with Young's award-winning, rich, full-flavored dark ale to craft a satisfyingly indulgent but never overly sweet experience. This review should be for Phil, too. We were out to dinner at Old Chicago, who's still running our bracket tournament, so if you haven't gotten in there or at least voted on the site, do that now. In fact, pause the video, go to that page, vote on today's matchup, which should be Guinness versus, who's Guinness going up against today? I don't know. Guinness is going to lose, though. I can bet on it. Anyway, back to the video. When we were at Old Chicago, Phil had a Young's Double Chocolate Stout, and I tried it for the first time then, and you know what, it's good. It tastes a lot like chocolate milk, but let's actually get into a bottle of it here and see what we can get out of it. It doesn't pour quite as thick as you might think it is. The word stout means that it's going to be pretty thick most of the time, but that doesn't always mean that it's going to be oil-like, which most people perceive or misperceive as stout beers. As you can see, it's extremely dark. No light comes through at all. It's got a big, frothy, creamy, mocha-colored head on top of it. We're going to let that sit for a second here. Wanted to say thanks to Tony, or Dr. Doe. He owns a pizza place out in, I believe it's near Orland Park somewhere. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he actually filmed an episode of the Brew Review with me at the Northwest Indiana Tweet Up at Brickworks Brewery in Hobart. We went back out there, but unfortunately the audio and the lighting just didn't come together for a video that I could produce. What I'm going to try and do is grab some clips out of it here and there because I got some footage of the crowd and actually got to go back into the brewery with him and get a tour of it and see all of their fermenters and holding tanks, and their malter was actually covered, so I didn't get to see that, and got some cool shots from in there. So hopefully I'll put that up and get some clips up at least from the NWI Tweet Up, but unfortunately the Brew Review would just have to wait until we get back there and I can get better audio or lighting. The camera was a little far away. Now that the head subsided a little bit on this, you can see it's already starting to lace the glass. I don't know if you can see that right there. As I pull the foam back, the lace stays on the side of the glass, which is really nice to see. But let's get our nose in there and see what it is. Oh, wow. That's definitely chocolate. It smells like I just opened up one of those packages of Nesquik and put my nose in there. Hold on, I'm passing it off to the wife. It smells like the Nesquik powder almost, with almost a little bit of like some sort of dark red fruit. It's got a little bit of a sweetness on it. But what was that face?
I don't know. It tastes like baking chocolate.
She says it tastes like baking chocolate, which I talked about a lot. It might not specifically taste like baking chocolate as much as it has the texture of it, where it's got that very dry sweetness to it. But anyway, back to the nose. Major sweetness, definitely chocolate smell. Like I said, maybe a little bit of red fruit, maybe like a cherry almost is in there. So let's give it a taste and see what we get. It's very dry. It's very, very good. It does have a full body. It does coat your mouth as it goes around. Even afterwards, you feel like you have a little bit of a lingering presence of the body on your tongue. And it kind of dries your mouth out, which is that texture you get from cooking chocolate. But I think it's the dark chocolates that they put in here at play. Everybody passes them up when they're in the candy dish because everybody wants the milk chocolate. But I'm the guy that picks out those dark chocolates, just like my mother-in-law. She loves the dark chocolate, and pick those up and you eat them, and you're gonna get that dryness that follows through, just like this beer. It had a little bit of the bitterness. Reminds me of coffee. If I were to be drinking like a mocha iced coffee, I mean the mocha, the chocolate component is definitely what's prevalent in the beer. But you have that little bit of dry bitterness. It kind of reminds you of drinking a cup of coffee because it lingers more than if you were just eating like a chocolate bar or something. All in all, it's real good. I'm going to give it 4.25 out of 5. It's probably one of my highest ratings so far, and pretty happy with it. So, until next time, cheers.